What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is yours truly, Fitz, a discussion you guys have probably been waiting for. The strange red eggs that have been introduced into the game with some Pokemon that are basically locked. Well, I shouldn't say basically, they are locked behind a paywall. And another interesting thing is these are 12-kilometer eggs. Not a very good look for people who already can't walk much due to the pandemic. Also, it's getting cold. Fall and winter is coming here in America. I know some other countries are getting summer and spring, which is fantastic for you guys. But the pandemic is still a real thing in all countries. And the only saving grace right now for these eggs is Niantic has a quarter egg hatch distance right now during this event that they're having. But let's discuss the problems and the good things with this egg. First of all, without being a dead horse, I'm just going to reiterate it. It's 12 kilometers during a pandemic. 12 kilometers is probably a bad idea, in my opinion. It's very long. These are really hard to obtain. You have to defeat a Team Rocket leader, which is also a daunting task during these times. Basically, the best way to obtain these and hatch them is driving, which is dangerous, and that's also the best way to play Pokemon Go, but that's another story, another video for another time. So, pretty dangerous, and pretty long kilometers. Now let's get into the egg pool. Larvitar. Why is it in there? Why is Larvitar in there? Larvitar is in 10-kilometer eggs, and it now spawns more in the wild, more readily than ever before. Scraggy makes sense. The only way you could get Scraggy is through PvP. Does not spawn in the wild. Trubbish. This one didn't really make that much sense to me. Is it kind of hard to catch it in the wild? I would argue yes, absolutely, but it has seen its fair share of events. Volibee, a new Pokemon, locked behind a paywall, and a daunting task paywall to hatch, one 12-kilometer egg. And it is not spawning in the wild. That's a problem. Let's go over the other Pokemon that are in these eggs as well. Pawniard. Pawniard is a really cool Dark Steel type that has a really cool evolution, Bisharp. And it has a really high attack stat at 232. Defense and stamina are kind of okay, but it's a really cool Pokemon and could have a very good role in the Ultra League for you PvPers. Now, if we look at the moves, it's pretty good. Snarl, Focus Blast, Iron Head, X-Scissor, Dark Pulse, Metal Claw. I mean, it has a pretty decent Steel-type moveset, but it also has a pretty good abundance of PvP, moves that could make it viable as well. And again, like I said, it's also just a really cool Pokemon in general, but it's locked behind a paywall. And it has its own hatch rates as well. Remember, just like we know about hatching Phoebus and 10-kilometer eggs, hatching Larvitars, Trubbish, and Absol are also in these eggs, are going to be higher than hatching Volibee, Pawniard, and this Pokemon, Sandile. Sandile is in these eggs, which is absolutely fantastic, but the fact that you're going to hatch one is probably going to be low, because how many of you have hatched an Axew? If you have more than one? Probably not. This is another really cool Pokemon that I think people are just going to want to get their hands on and see in the game. It's a neat Pokemon. It's grounded Dark type. It's got really good stats across the board. Defense is a little low, but stamina and attack's really good. And its moves aren't too bad either. Snarl, Crunch, Outrage, Earthquake, Mudslap. So it has a decent ground moveset. Not bad. Snarl, Crunch, Outrage, or with Earthquake could be really good for PvP because Snarl is a very quick charging move. So it's a pretty sweet looking Pokemon. It's pretty dope. But it's locked behind a paywall. Which got me thinking. There are a lot of Pokemon that are locked behind a paywall. Like I mentioned, Axew. The only way you're going to get this is hatching it. You will not find it in the wild. It is literally impossible. Dino. Same way. Now you could get one in PvP. That's for free. But you have to win 3 games. I did get one this morning. But it's still locked behind a paywall. Jinx doesn't spawn in the wild. It's only in eggs, or it's in raids. Now, yes, you got a free incubator and a free raid pass, but let's be honest. it's locked behind a paywall. Timber doesn't spawn in the wild. Hatches and eggs. It's in raids only. Blink. Blink it doesn't spawn in the wild. It's only in eggs. And it's only in raids. And then last but not least, legendary Pokemon. Legendary Pokemon don't spawn in the wild. They're not in eggs. They're only in raids. Yes, you'll get a free raid pass. I mean, everyone says that. That's a given. We understand that. But to frequently raid that Pokemon, get enough candies to power it up, the second move, max it out, that's tough. That's tough. Can't catch it in the wild. Here's the problem with not being able to catch Volibee, Pawniard, Crocodile in the wild. Is because 1, you can't farm candy. 2, you can't try to farm IVs. That's a problem because you're only limited to what your egg IV is going to be. And that's the reason why I like going out and catching Pokemon and searching and searching and hunting for that good IV. It actually makes playing the game worthwhile for once, because Pokemon Go is fairly boring, especially when you have to walk 12 kilometers after this event's over, of course. We know, again, the event's going on right now, and that's fine. But that's just excruciating to try to get a Pokemon, not only for the Dex, but a good IV too. Because I still haven't hatched, nor gotten, well, I've gotten one good Dino, but it's taken several months. Imagine taking several months for a good IV Sandile, a good IV Pawniard, good IV Volibee. Several months. It just gets boring. Hatching eggs is not fun. It's boring. You get the picture. Let me know what you guys think about these new eggs in the comment section down below. Smash that like button if you haven't done so already. And subscribe. Be part of the Fitz City fam. That's it, the boy Fitz City. I'm signing off. See you guys in the next Pokemon Go video.